Ceminara here. Sorry. He's come down from Sydney. He came up on Friday. We went out and that, and then I made him work all Saturday, so he wasn't very happy with that. But here he is now, and he knows quite a lot about Islam. He's a great patriot in this movement. Works very tirelessly on this, and he's going to speak with you now. Let's hear it for Ralph.
So look, I want to start by telling everyone a little story.
Not up here.
Some people haven't heard the whole truth about what happened in Rally-Canberra back in December, the 22nd. I walked down Rally-Canberra with a video camera to prove that they were having Sharia law courts in Rally-Canberra. They were putting up their Islamic flags all over the streets. I walked down there with myself and one other person. We were arrested by a Muslim police officer for breach of the peace. Whilst we were arrested by the Muslim police officer, we were surrounded by another 20-odd Muslims who started yelling out, "You Aussie dogs, you Aussie pricks, we're going to kill you." The police officer sat there and did nothing.
Exactly!
So I'm not going to cop it. So I turned around and said the truth. Muhammad was a pedophile. So with that, the next thing I heard was Allah Akbar, and I was knocked out. The Muslims assaulted a police officer, broke his arm in 2 places, assaulted a female police officer, put her in hospital. Myself and my mate were charged and put in jail for 5 weeks. The Muslim that assaulted the police officer has not spent 1 day in jail. He was granted bail by a Muslim. We were refused bail by a Muslim. Our prosecutor was a Muslim. After he was removed from the case, another prosecutor was put on the case, and it was found that he was a Muslim as well. So he was removed from the case. 5 weeks I sat in jail for walking down a bloody street, and when we finally got a decent prosecutor who said, "Oh my God, what the hell are these guys doing in jail? I can't believe this. Get them out." We got out and the charges naturally were dropped. Now, these bastards over here don't actually understand. I don't tell a lot of people because I always play I'm Australian. That's who I am, that's what I believe. Half my family, though, are actual Aboriginal. Call me a racist all you want, you fucking idiots. The fact of the matter is these days, right, the problems that we have facing our country, in my opinion, are these corrupt bastards behind us. We've got 2 prime ministers now that no one actually voted for. I didn't vote for Turnbull. Now, I was in the army, and in the army we were always taught to follow orders, but there's always times when you don't follow orders, when you've got to do what's right. Now, and I hope all the police here are listening to this, because it's about time you guys start doing what's right, right? And it's not right locking up Aussies while let Muslim bastards free. Where's the conscience? The blood's on your hands, not on ours. And these bastards to our right, these bloody, you guys are the racists, they're the real bigots, right? We're here standing up for women, we're here for standing up for every single race that Islam has attacked. It's attacked everyone. And these dickheads can't even understand what a race is. My family are Aboriginal. We don't want Muslims here, right? Every single Islamic country in the world has violence. Every single Islamic country stones women. Every single country that has Islam in it is an abomination to this world, all right? And you dogs are standing up for it. You want to call me racist? You're a fucking idiot. We have a choice. We have elections coming up. All right, next year we have elections, all right? We've got Australian Liberty Alliance. We've got Rise Up Australia. We've got Kim Booger's new party. All right? We've got One Nation. Pauline Hanson's making it back. All right? And what we plan to do is we plan to get all the patriot groups together and man every single poll booth. Every single one. All right? And we're going to make sure that these bastards are sent a fucking message. And that message is, you're not fucking welcome anymore. You don't represent us. When I grew up in a town with just our family and Europeans, and that was it. I've met Asians, I've met Pakistanians, I've met everyone. The only ones that never fit in are Muslims. Simple and plain. Now, these bigots over here will try and tell you that not every Muslim is a radical. We've all heard that crap before. At the end of the day, a Muslim is Muslim, Islam is Islam. If you think that the best idea of a human being in the world is a pedophile, a warmongering coward, then these guys obviously need to go and fucking read the Quran, or these are actually pedophiles yourself. Which is it? Silence, saying nothing is consent. And there's the guy over there putting his cock in his mouth. Yeah, mate, that's the shows the mentality of you. That's the mentality of these left-wing bigots, right? And they're left-wing bigots, right? But I want everyone here to know, right, eventually, right, the time is going to come where the blood is going to flow on the streets, and it's going to be these bastards that let it happen, and it's going to be the police that said nothing and kept their mouth shut, right, that have caused it to happen. Now, there is a rally coming up in a few weeks in Cronulla, and I hope everyone here comes. Right? But again, right, the police in Sydney are actually a little bit different from other police. They're actually not too bad, except for the exception of Lakemba. Sorry?
Police here are good.
Well, look, if you say the police here are good, right, what I do is the corruption that goes on in that establishment every day is fucking bullshit. So these police aren't doing their jobs. It's their civic duty, all right, to go and get those corrupt bastards out of there who are supposed to represent us, who aren't. Malcolm Turnbull wasn't voted in by me, and what's he done? He's let in another 12,000 refugees. Who's going to be raped? Whose blood's going to be on his hands and the people that allowed it to happen? Now, if we were to storm that building, who would stop us? These police. Alright? So they don't represent us. They represent that corrupt government. Now, I understand some don't believe on it and they're just following orders. That's okay. But there is a time when you can't follow orders. There's a time when you have to do what's right. And that time is coming. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! 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 Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oh, one more thing. There's media around, as you know. If there is ABC or SBS around here, don't speak to them. They're left-wing bigots and they're traitors. Alright? Don't speak to them. Have 2 words to say to them, and that's fuck off.
Tune in tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Bye for now.